Hey guys, Charles the Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Rise of the Beast Wheeljack. So, here he is in his Volkswagen van mode, and yeah, before we take a look at Wheeljack himself, of course, gotta take a look at the packaging. It's become the norm here on my channel, so yeah, so here it is. And yeah, I got Transformers Rise of the Beast there, Takara Tomy, Transformers, and interestingly, instead of using a render of him in his robot mode, they chose to use one of him in his alt mode. And that's kind of a first for Studio Series. I mean, I know they've done it with the Maximals, but outside of the Beast Transformers and whatever, you know, whether it be the Dinobots or the Maximals, they've usually had the characters in their robot modes, but this is the first time it's in alt mode, which is odd, but it's not really a lot, but yeah. And of course, the Studio Series number 108, and yeah, on the side here, get 108, and on here, though, they do include his, one of his robot mode renders there, where he's just kind of looking to the side. He's a deluxe class, as previously stated. On top here, Transformers Rise of the Beast. On this side, you get a different render of him, and he appears to be running away, probably from Terracons. But yeah, get this down here, authentic. And on the back, we got big screen inspired, G don't say, and the name of his backdrop is Cliffside Chase. Definitely one of the best scenes in the movie, because I think it was done really well. Like, like if you see the commentary or not the commentary, the behind the scenes, I think the whole idea, like how they came up with it, was kind of cool. Like, I think they used the analogy of like tumbling dominoes or something like that, or I forgot, I forgot the analogy, but yeah, so there's some renders of him right there. And got 20 steps. It is officially licensed Volkswagen. Here's him with his backdrop, and then here's a little description you can read real quick. And there's all this right here, and the bottom, just all this. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So yeah, spring Wheeljack or Pablo. Don't worry, for those who don't like the nickname, I won't be calling him that a lot in this review, just for consistency, but you know, I adore the Pablo nickname though. But yeah, so here is Wheeljack in his Volkswagen van mode, and yeah, so this is definitely the most accurate one we've gotten so far, if you don't count the Jada Toys one or whatever, the diecast. In terms of a transformable figure, this is probably the most accurate version we've gotten of this version of Wheeljack, because the other ones aren't officially licensed. So yeah, but this one is. So yeah, here it is. I think it looks nice. Get the Volkswagen logo there. I like the silver that they used in. Even the shade of brown, I think that looks pretty much, you know, very realistic, especially how it looked in the movie. And if you look closely in the windshield, you can see his face popping out there. At least you can see his eyes. So I guess that kind of gives him a view. But I do like those, how this, how shoulder pieces kind of make him look, or I mean, they're not shoulders, they're more so like, sort of the shoulder muscles or whatever, they're like right above your collarbone, something like that. I'm not sure what they're called, but yeah, you could see that right there. It kind of looks like seats. I think that looks pretty nice. I'm not sure if that was Hasbro's intention, but if you know, if it wasn't, that's a pretty good coincidence right there. And yeah, so right here, you got TV Pablo. That's where the nickname comes from, maybe, unless it's something racist. But yeah, I do like the kind of scratched up thing that they got here going on for this details, even though it's not actually scratched up, thankfully. Yeah, and I like the silver lining that they got here for the paint. Very nice. Here's the back, and they actually bother to paint the windshield, or the back window, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, this kind of doesn't want to stay in together. I don't know. It somewhat stays in, but it's not fully for some reason. Yeah. On the side, you get this right here, and the bottom, there's just that. On the top, not really anything except for some little details here and there. And that is pretty much it for the details here in alt mode. And yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. So anyways, for accessories, well, he does come with his gun right here. I do like it. It looks pretty unique. Kind of looks more like a G1 blaster, if anything, because like how angle is right here. Kind of doesn't look like one from the movies, but Do I care? No. Again, like I said before, I think it looks pretty nice. Now, to my knowledge, there's not really any place you could store it. It kind of looks like you could here, but, you know, I don't really think you can put it in there. So that's kind of a bummer a little bit. Can you put it back here? No, this can't fit. So yeah, unfortunately for weapon storage here in alt mode, it doesn't exist. But, oh well, again, do I care? No. But, yeah, so anyways, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention about the tires and the wheels and whatnot. Yeah, at least they're not clip-on, but unfortunately they're not painted. But yeah, anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here he is with the mainline Deluxe right here. And yeah, I definitely do prefer this one, because this really does look like a Volkswagen van. I mean, you could tell they're trying to do that with this one. But, you know, I mean, I get why, because, you know, they want to avoid the license for this one, because it's just more so the one that collectors would take less seriously, while this one's, you know, the one that collectors want to get. But, you know, I mean, for being a non-licensed Volkswagen van, it doesn't look too bad, but, of course, this one's the officially licensed one. This is definitely the better one. But yeah. And last but not least, let's do a little bit of a group shot right here with the other 4 main Autobots in Rise of the Beast. So let's bring in Bumblebee and RC and Mirage, and of course Optimus Prime. So yeah, now we got all 5 of them. I mean, unless if you want to count Stratosphere. Unfortunately, there's no indications of him coming out anytime soon, because we've got pretty much, I think we got like pretty much all of the listings for next year's Studio Series figures. Unfortunately, I don't think Stratosphere is on the list, so maybe 2026? We'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, for now, here's the main 5 from the movie. I mean, Wheeljack, though, didn't really get too much screen time. It was mainly just the other 4, but yeah, so that's that right there. I think it does look pretty nice, and now they just need to make a little Stephen Cable Jr. figure, and now we can recreate the set foe that they had a little while back. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the alt mode size comparisons. Alright, so now let's get right down to his transformation. And yeah, so yeah, this is like the one part I don't really like about this figure, because it's not too great. You'll just have to wait and see right here. So starting off, you just want to untap these shin panels right here. There's these tabs that go into the slots there on the forearms. And then next you can just split open the section right here. And there we go. And yeah, so there's that. It doesn't seem too difficult right now, but once you get to this area, it gets a lot more complicated, especially if you're transforming this guy from robot mode to alt mode. It's, yeah, big pain in the butt. But anyways, next you just want to bring down these panels, and there we go, and do this right here as well. And there we go. Then next, straighten out the legs, and then you're going to want to rotate around the lower leg sections, and like that. You don't want this to swivel, you want this to rotate right here. And so now, this is how it should be looking. Then next, just push out the feet, and then you want to flip out the heel spurs, pretty necessary. And then finally close up the shin panels right here, and there we go. Now we got the legs on. That's pretty easy, but then this is where things get pretty complicated. So next, you're just going to want to untap the side panels right here, and now things are not going to look good from here. So then next, just pop open this top section right here, and flip this in, and then I'll sort of click in, and there we go. And then next, you're just going to move out the arms. This is the most painful part of the transformation, really. Oh, yeah, see, here we go. So yeah, these both of these door sections, they like to pop off during this, so now you can see where my frustration lies. But yeah, so anyways, then let's move out the arms right here. Actually, yeah, first untap this. And yeah, I'm not sure a better method of trying to move these out of the way, because it's like this, like, it's still kind of a mess. Here, I just kind of want to move that out, and there we go. Okay, so at least it wasn't too bad, because when I've transformed it myself, it's like, you know, my own personal times, it's quite a pain sometimes. I mean, again, like I said before, it's more so from when you're transforming them from robot mode to van mode, but still. But then next, yeah, just close up this panel right here, and then you're going to bring down this, oh, and then that popped off too, so we'll put those off to the side. And then, yeah, and then you're going to bring this down and then click this into place, and then rotate around this piece. So actually, first you want to lower down these suspenders, I guess. I guess they're supposed to look like suspenders, but and then you're going to bring this up, and then there's like these notches here, and then there's these slots that these notches go right into. And there you go. So now I got the chest done. Next, yeah, bring out the arms and straighten them out. There we go. And finally, bring down this back section right here. I'll click into place, and finally reassemble your van doors right here. And once you got that all done, there you guys have Wheeljack in his robot mode. I think it looks okay. It definitely does look better than that Beast Weaponizers one. Because, I mean, if you guys seen that review, you guys know I'm not too big on that figure, especially in terms of plastic quality. But this guy, I will say, has pretty nice plastic quality. Yeah, like, even for Stussers, like, sometimes, like, you know, the plastic may feel a bit iffy, but this guy has pretty solid feeling plastic, so, yeah, can't get him to stand up straight, come on. And, yeah, so let me come up there. Why isn't this? Oh, that's why. The seal screw's trying to flip back in. So there we go. Yeah, once you get them all straightened out, there is Wheeljack. And, yeah. But anyways, let's take a close look here at the head sculpt. I think it looks really nice. Could use more paint. I mean, that's one of my other issues with this guy, especially here in the robot mode. I think he does need a bit more paint. Because he looked fine in the alt mode. He had just about enough paint as he needed. But here, not so much, because the About logo is not colored in, you know, both on the head crest as well as here on the chest. But yeah, but I think in terms of sculpting, it looks nice. And yeah, I do like how they mold in his eyebrows or whatever, so they can kind of have that worried look that he always has. And yeah, I like the detailing they got here too. And he got suspenders. And yeah, I do like the silver right here though. And on the back, a little bit of Kibble mess, just not too bad though. It's really just this, because these door wings right here are accurate to the movie, so that's something we didn't really see. I mean, well, we did see on the mainline deluxe, but it wasn't in the right position, because in the movie it was like up here and then angled, whereas on the mainline it was kind of more so hidden. It was like down here and hidden, and it was kind of spread out. I don't know how to describe it. Well, once I do the comparisons here in robot mode, you guys will see it. But yeah, so let's do a quick general view. 360, and yeah, there we go. So articulation, head's on the ball joint, can move side to side, can look up only that much, can look down that far. Shoulders are in ball joints, so can rotate full 180. It's a bit difficult though because of these door wings, but I can assure you, if you just remove these, you could do a full 180 movement right here at the shoulders. And the shoulders, while they can't move outwards like right here, you can get movement right here though. So there's that. And a bit of like in and out movement right here because of how this is designed. And yeah, now while the forearms themselves don't swivel, it's kind of more so at the elbow, just above the elbow. I guess you can say that's his bicep swivel. But yeah, and elbows do bend. No wrist swivel. The waist does swivel low. Legs can kick up this far, back that far, and then out that far. He does have a thigh swivel. a sort of double bend at the knee, or really no, it's right here. This ball joint doesn't count because it's kind of stuck in there. And because that's a ball joint there, you can move this a bit like that. And the feet can move back and forth, and there are ankle pivots on both ankles. So yeah, pretty nice posability. Just, you know, wish he had some sort of wrist swivel, but not the end of the world. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it there for the general view of his robot mode. Now again, for accessories, comes with this blaster, and that's pretty much it. But you know, he didn't really have much else. It would have been cool if like he had sort of like an alternate head where it's like him without the glasses, and then you get like a little glasses piece. Because if you're wondering, wait a minute, Jaws, what are you talking about? Well, if you've seen in the test screenings for Rise of the Beast, there was apparently a scene where, or part of the final battle scene where, Wheeljack gives Optimus his glasses to view where the Terracons are. And yeah, I think it would have been nice if they kept that in, because it does sound pretty funny. But yeah, but you know, I could see why they didn't do it, because you know, they're like that way they'd just be going the extra mile. But it would have been nice, I guess, to see. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me wanting to see more comical effects on these figures. But yeah. Now, anyways, starting up here. That's the thing with some of these Transformer figures. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to stand up straight. Like, yeah, I mean, if you saw my previous review on Scorponok, you all know it was kind of painful to try to straighten him up. Okay, I think he's in a good position there. So, yeah. Now, anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with the mainline counterpart. As you can see, yeah, definite, in terms of molding, definite improvement, but I will say I do like how this one was a little bit more vibrant, because, you know, there's slightly bit more paint in some areas. I mean, in terms of, like, brown, it's definitely more accurate to the movie, but, you know, I think this one, in terms of colors, is better, but in terms of molding, obviously this guy wins. So, yeah. And last but not least, let's fun with the rest of the main Autobot cast from Rise of the Beasts. So I got Prime, Bumblebee, Mirage, and RC. So yeah, there they are. A nice little group shot right here. And yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode size comparisons. So yeah. And of course, let's take a look at his backdrop. So here it is. And yeah, so it's obviously the speed chase scene or whatever from the movie. And so I can just place him right here. And unlike with Scorponok having a completely irrelevant backdrop, this one actually is relevant to Wheeljack, because while he wasn't in robot mode during that scene, he was in alt mode. Infamously, he carried RC, and she was like shooting missiles or whatever, or no, missiles were being fired at her and Wheeljack while RC was blasting away inside Wheeljack. I you know, like I said before, I think that scene was really well done. But yeah, here's Wheeljack with the backdrop. Oh yeah, I forgot. Take a look at everything else. Steel Series 108, Rise of the Beast, Transformers, and yeah, so there he is with the backdrop, just for those who want to see it. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Rise of the Beast Wheeljack. And yeah, I gotta say, pretty neat little figure. You know, not the best obviously from Studio Series, but pretty fun little figure. You know, alt mode, that's probably the best mode honestly from this guy, because you know, not only mold wise is it accurate, but it's also got, you know, just enough detail, or not detail, paint. I mean detail as well, but paint, you know, too. There's like a perfect balance right there. Whereas for the robot mode, mold wise it's near perfect, but paint wise it's a little bit lacking. But you know, is it bad? Like, is overall robot mode bad? No, but just, you know, it could use a little bit more like silver paint, white paint, whatever. And probably the weakest part of this guy for me, honestly, is the transformation. And mainly just more so on the front with the side door parts, because they're like popping off quite a bit, and it's I mean, even not just that, I mean, there's kind of a reason for that, because there's not enough clearance for the arms to get out once you get the doors moved out. So it gets a bit fiddly and such, so... but I mean, the rest of the transformation is fine, but, you know, that's the only real, I guess, bad part of this figure, but overall, pretty solid figure. You know, if you like Pablo Wheeljack, then, you know, I do recommend this figure, or if you just like all the designs from the movie, then here we go. But, yeah, so overall, pretty decent figure, and, you know, but still has some flaws. So, yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.